Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Tuesday, the 27th of October, 2020. So, I want to do this video today. I probably will do one later, but I really wanted to do this one right now. And this isn't about prepping, this isn't about any of that type of stuff. I want to talk about, I got into nursing. I had a cousin of mine that was also a nurse. And at the time, I was in my 20s, and he said to me, Ed, why don't you try nursing? And I'll never forget it. Here I am. I'm ex-military. I have tattoos. I got a little bit of a sullied reputation. And I was like, no. And he was like, yeah, I think you would be really good at it. And I went, okay, I'll give it a shot. So I started out as a CNA, and I realized really quickly that this is what I wanted to do with the rest of my life. Take care of people. It was something that had a huge effect on me. And, through the years, I've met some just absolutely wonderful people. Wonderful, wonderful people. Taking care of some fantastic people. And I always said all my favorite people are all dead now, except for one. Okay, and they always tell you in nursing school, and I'll never forget this. Don't become attached. Don't become attached. Well, unless you are not a human being, you can't help but become attached. That's just human nature. You take care of somebody, and you nurture them, and you care for them. You become attached. And so, after I went back to school and got my nursing degree, I became vent certified. I was working through an agency at the time and became vent certified and was doing ventilator cases. And then I started doing some private duty stuff, Medicaid cases. And money was great working through Medicaid cases. It was absolutely awesome. But it was straight time. It was never overtime. So anything over 40 hours, you still got paid your regular rate. You didn't get paid any extra. You didn't get time and a half or anything like that. But, it is what it was. But so I started this new case. And I met this young man. That profoundly changed me. I wasn't going to do this on camera. Sorry. If you are lucky in your life, if you can meet somebody that has an impact on you, like nobody else has an impact on you, I consider that a blessing. I really, truly do. And so, I started this case, taking care of this young man. He was 10 years old. And just to give you a little background, at 5 years old, he was in an automobile accident, okay? And because of the automobile accident, he ended up being paralyzed from the neck down and on a ventilator for the rest of his life. And so I came into his life when he was 10 years old. And, we all have bad days. We all feel sorry for ourselves. We all have those type of situations. And it's just normal. That's just a normal thing. And his positive attitude and just his zest for life and all those type of things. My phone's ringing. I'm just going to let it ring. He really changed the way that I looked at things. Because whenever I was having a bad day or feeling sorry for myself, I would think about him. Thinking about him spending the rest of his life on a ventilator, being paralyzed, relying on other people to take care of every one of his needs, okay? And because it happened to him at such a young age, he didn't have friends. So he didn't have a circle of friends that would come and visit him and hang out with him and those type of things. So what did he have? He had his nurses and he had his family. That's all he had. And he would paint. His aunt was an artist, and she had taught him how to paint using a paint stick with his mouth. And he did a lot of art, and he loved country music and all those type of things. And but like I said, he had such an impact on me as a human being. So I worked for the family 3 different times over the course of the years, and I love this kid. I mean, absolutely love this kid. I mean, he'd look at me and he'd be like, "I love you, Ed," and I'd look at him and I'd go, "I love you, Richie." Well, he passed away yesterday, and he's only in his 30s. And I'm going to tell you, he was the last one that I gave a crap about as far as people that I had taken care of. And man, I didn't want to get emotional on this, so I apologize for doing that. I had a really good cry last night. This poor kid got dealt such a crap hand, and it's just not fair. It's just not fair. He was such a good kid. Just so full of love. And he cared about everybody else. If you were in a bad mood, he could sense that, and he would ask you if you were okay. Here he is, laying in this bed, paralyzed, and he's asking you if you're okay. He really had such an impact on my life. You guys have no idea. He helped make me a better human being. And again, I mean, we all have our days, and we all feel sorry for ourselves and stuff like that. But like I said, whenever I had one of those days, I would think of Richie, and I would think about the hand that he got dealt. And I'd be like, man, snap out of it. You are so freaking lucky. You're so blessed. I mean, I've had very good health throughout my life. I had 2 surgeries at 9, tonsils and adenoids, and I had an appendicitis at 9. At 50, I ended up with cancer. And, it was a kind of cancer that they were able to go in and get out. And, and I've been good to go ever since then. I've just been, I've had great health, great health, and if you don't have your health, you have nothing. You don't have anything if you don't have your health. But I think that, these are things that you have to take things into perspective sometimes. You really, truly do. And this was one of those things that I really needed to take into perspective. And, he was brought into my life for a reason, and I'm so glad that he was. I'm going to miss him. I would still go and see him, not as often as I would like to, because they live quite a ways away from me now. But, once I moved, it wasn't, a 20-minute drive. It's an hour and a half drive. So I would stop in and see him occasionally. But, yeah. The world is not a better place without him, I can say that. The world is definitely... But I'm glad he's free. I'm glad he's not confined to the body that he was in. So... But he was a good person. He was just a A great kid, just a great kid. Like I said, I'm gonna miss him. Man, whew. I did not mean to get this emotional, and I do apologize. I know I got no fire going. Yeah, I wanted to make this video because I'm going to be leaving here shortly to go see the family. And, I felt I wanted to share this with you. If you are truly blessed and lucky enough to have somebody that has a profound influence on your life, and you get to have them in your life, enjoy that blessing while it's there. Because just, again, like I say at the end of my videos, you never know. You never know. So, but I'm gonna miss that little crapper. I really will. God, he was like just such a good kid. God, with so many laughs and so much fun. He was. It was funny. He was a big fan of Reba McEntire when I first met him. I just want to share a couple things. And so I always said that Reba McEntire looked like Howdy Doody, because she was like so much plastic surgery. Her face was so stretched. And he used to get mad at me when I would tease him about Reba McEntire. And then Carrie Underwood came along, and he became just a huge fan of Carrie Underwood. Toby Keith, he loved Toby Keith. He actually got to meet Toby Keith, which was very, very cool. They had contacted Toby, and he ended up meeting Richie, and Richie had painted a picture for him, and it was just a very cool situation. He was a huge NASCAR fan, huge NASCAR fan. And I remember when I first started working with him, every Sunday it was NASCAR, and I used to be like, oh God, here we go again. And then eventually, after watching it for so long, you start getting into it and figuring out what it's all about. And I enjoyed watching it with him after a while. And he was a huge Jeff Gordon fan. Oh my God, he loved Jeff Gordon. He got to meet Jeff Gordon and stuff too. So, but like I said, he's just a tremendous human being. Just a wonderful kid. And anybody that got to meet him or have them in their life was truly enriched. It really was. Just because his zest for life. So this is one of the reasons why when I see people that are drug addicts and they do the whole poor me saga and they have their health, but they're pissing away their lives because of drugs, it really pisses me off, because here's this kid that would have given anything to be able to be in a situation where he could get up and walk around and enjoy life, and he couldn't, and so that's one of my anger flashpoints, if you will, with people, because they have no idea how truly lucky they are. I always tell people this: if you can get up every day by yourself, okay, get out of bed by yourself, walk into the bathroom and use the toilet by yourself, then go in, sit down, eat your breakfast by yourself, nobody helping you, then walk back into your bedroom, get dressed for the day, again by yourself with no help, then leave your house, go get in your car and go wherever you're going to go. You're not having a good day. You're having a great day. Because that is truly a blessing, and people take it for granted. They don't think anything of it. That's it. That's all they think about is just whatever their problems are, and we all have them, guys. We all have our problems, and but to realize what a joy and a blessing that we truly have with life. Being a nurse has been an absolute pleasure and an honor for me. I've taken care of some wonderful people, and now I can actually say that all the people that I ever gave a crap about, my favorite people, they're all gone now. And I was hoping I didn't have to say that for a long time with Richie, but it was his time. And like I said, he's better off being out of that body. So anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. But if you can meet somebody that truly affects you in a profound way, that is truly a blessing. It really, truly is. So appreciate that. Appreciate those people. Because one day they won't be there, So Anyway, I am going to jump off here, guys, because I'm going to get this video up. This will probably go live about 3 o'clock. It's about noon right now. And I'm going to take off and go see the family. And I'll probably, when I get back, I'll do another video later today. But sorry for getting emotional. Like, it just, I didn't think I was going to get emotional on camera, and I didn't mean to. It wasn't intended. But yeah. So anyway, remember, guys, we are all in this together. That is important to remember. Also, remember to hug and kiss the ones you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. Also, remember STD. It's one step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Step, thing, and day. Whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to accomplish, you can do it. The only one that's going to stop you from reaching those goals is you. Nobody else can stop you. Stay positive, stay away from that negativity, and you're going to be just fine. Okay? I'll see you all later. I hope everybody has a great day. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.